Hello everyone, you are watching Civilpedia, and here we will discuss about the FIDIC Red Book, the entire Red Book 2017 version of the FIDIC. And here is the title page of the FIDIC. What this book include is the general condition of contract and guidelines for preparation of the particular condition of contract and annexures. We will discussing about all these things. Especially the general conditions are important. Accordingly, we will practice how to draft the particular condition of contract and all these annexures. And the other thing is the form for securities, that is the bid security, the performance security, and other securities as required from time to time, like for the secure advance and all the things that comes across during the practice of any construction contract. And the other things that include is the forms of letter of tender, how to issue the letter of tender to the bidders to participate in the tender, and letter of acceptance format. It's a format issued by the FIDIC and which is issued to the contractor at the award of the project. Another thing it includes is the contract agreement. The standard pages, 2 pages of the contract agreement that includes the details about the parties and the entirety of the agreement and dispute adjudication and avoidance agreement. This is the DAB agreement and the procedures and the whole agreement and the conditions, how it will function and all the things. So we will go step by step. The first thing we will be discussing about here are found very important for any person who is practicing in the construction industry or any other industry. This red book is specifically about the project where the design is in the scope of the client. Only the contractor is responsible to carry out the construction works. So we will be discussing about today. We will be discussing about these typical sequence of events, major events. These are the major events that could happen during the course of any project, any construction project, where the design is in the scope of the client. So first of all, the client issue the tender document the contractors who want to participate in the bidding process of the project. Uh, the this time is anticipated to the tendering period. This is the whole period of the tender. This is the event where the client has issued the tender document. Here the client submit his tenders. Here when the contractor submit his tenders, so the before 28 days, exactly 28 days, is called the base date. Means to say that when the client has issued a tender document on 1st January, so on 1st January the client has issued the tender document. That submission date is 30, let's say 30th March. So before 28 days from the 30th March, this date will be called the base date, and we will be discussing about the base date. It plays a key role in any construction project. We will be discussing about it later, but you keep remember this, the base date. What is the base date? And the other thing is when the client and the contractor has submitted his tender. So this time is anticipated to the evaluation of the bids by the client. At this particular time, the client evaluate the bids, and when the client has evaluated the bids, so the successful bidder is awarded the project through letter of acceptance that his bid has been accepted. When the contractor has submitted has received his letter of acceptance, so this 20 before 28 days, less than 28 days, here is 28 days and here is less than 28 days and less than 28 days, the contractor will deliver his performance security to the client office in accordance with clause 4.2.1 of the general condition of contract, the standard practice. So the contractor will deliver the performance security is typically 10% of the contract amount, total contract amount of the quoted bid. So the contractor is bound to, before 28 days, submit the performance security to the client office. When the contractor has submitted the performance security, so this time has been anticipated to the uh, signing of agreement. Here the client will initiate the contract agreement, but before the delivery of performance security, the client will not move to the signing of the agreement stage. The next thing is when the agreement is signed, this event has taken place. So the contractor commence the work in accordance with clause 8.1. The client representative or the engineer issue a notice to the contractor not less than 7 days of time. The engineer issue a letter to commence the work. So when the client has a contractor has received this letter of commencement within 7 days, the client will commence the work. This time is anticipated to the completion of the project in accordance with 8.2 time for completion. Let's say it is 1 year. 1 year has been anticipated to the client for the contractor for the completion of the project. This time has been anticipated to the delays caused due to some unforeseen reasons like flooding, rainy season, and other any unforeseen situations will occur during the course of the project. So this time has been anticipated. Let's say the project can be delayed with this amount of time, and when during this period contractor has completed the project, so here we will carry out test on completion. Testing will be done at this stage of the completion of the project, and when the testing is being successfully conducted, so the this will be called the date of completion of the project. Date of completion of the project, and all the events will be recorded. So this will be the completion date of the project, and from this date the DLB period of the project is commenced. So uh, when the completion of the project has taken place, so this some particular time interval has been anticipated to the defect notification period. There is a difference between defect notification and meeting of defect. So here the client will notify any defect that arise during the operation of the project, and when all these defects has been recorded, the client will notify at this particular event that the following defects may please be rectified in accordance with your contract, and the contractor will at this interval notify all these rectify all these defects that has been arised and notified by the client. So when the contractor has remedied all the defects, the at this event the engineer will issue a performance certificate to the contractor. This will be the performance certificate event, and when this event has occurred, so in less than 21 days, the client will return the performance security of the contractor that has been submitted at this stage of the project. This stage of the project, this security will be released to the contractor. So these are the major events, and that could take place during the course of the project. Stay tuned with us, and we will be moving further in this contract, like the typical sequence of payment and usage, and all the events that dispute event and all the things. And afterward, we will be going step by step through each step of the FIDIC contract. First of all, we will study the red book, and afterward we will go for EPC contract and the consultancy services, the green book, and all the things. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, so please put your comments, and we will be discussing about that as well. So thank you, thanks for watching.